Okay, YouTube. I'm gonna catch us live, dummy. What are you doing? Are you stupid? Subscribe. 7K is on the way. I dropped the Google form in my chat here on Twitch. You should have been here, dummy. What are you doing? What is one thing your parents don't know you did that you hid from them? You can leave multiple responses. I have 56 responses here, YouTube. Let's see what they say. First response, I consume your content. Whatever that means. Thank you. I think when I was around 12, I used to find random older guys on Snapchat and seduce them. I have always looked mature with bigger titters. So they quickly started trying to get some, if you know what I mean. My mom found out, thought I was being used, but really I was the one seeking out men. Whoa. That's crazy. I once got caught by my brother in the middle of humping my pillow. I was like 10 years old. What the Are y'all good? I'm a good kid, so nothing. I find that hard to believe, Molly. I feel like you're a liar. That's what I feel like. I was a good ass kid because my Asian parents would whoop me. But like whoopings, that's like the standard though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you never had a whooping, you're not gonna grow up right. You just need to feel that leather on your ass so you won't ever want to feel that again. You ever got hit with a belt? You ever got a whooping? That shit hurts. I ain't ever do nothing bad ever again. Y'all remember those kids that get whoopings in front of the class because they were so bad? I was one of those kids. They made me kneel on grains of rice for hours and textbooks on my head. Nah, that's real Asian gangster stuff though. You know? I gotta take a page out of that book though when I have kids. That's fly. That's a good punishment. That's a great punishment. I got whooped with an extended cord. Y'all ever had to pick y'all own switch out and then get whooped with said switch? Come on now. So this was my cousin's story. So she was like 13 years old when this occurred, and she was a Roblox fiend. She would secretly steal and take $300 from her mom every time she went to the store to buy snacks. $300? Did your mom not notice? What the fuck? It lasted so long she eventually stole around $2,000. She didn't even get whooped. She needed to be whooped, of course. What the hell? She a spoiled brat now from those gotcha stories. Got me emo like Metri. Nerds. Gotcha? I got more stories about my... Of course this is Vicky. 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 The thing I'm hiding is valid. I'm confident that my mom, all three of my brothers are... Whoa. My mother and all three of my brothers are p***os? No. My mom, 54 years old, is obsessed with this one 17-year-old boy. All three of my brothers are dating girls who are 13 and 17. They're 30, 32, and 33. The police have been Whoa! The police has been talking to them multiple times, but never got any evidence or anything. What I'm hiding, it disgusts me. I wish nothing but misery. I haven't talked to them in a couple years now, and this is one of my reasons why. What the fuck? Yeah, keep that anonymous, twin. Don't even give me a hint who you are. I flew to a different country to get some cooch. Oh, that for the booty? You took a flight for the booty? I ain't even gonna lie, I took a flight for the booty too though. But it was worth it. She was my girlfriend at the time, you know? My homophobic parents never knew. They thought I was on a school trip. Wow. When I was little, my dog pooped in the house. I don't like... Oh, wait, hold on. I don't like where this is going. When I was little, my dog pooped in the house, but I didn't know what to do with it, so I put it in my dad's brownies. Is this nigga serious? He threw up and was on the toilet later that night. You didn't know what to do with the dookie. You didn't know what to do with the dookie. You didn't know what to do with the dookie. You didn't know what to do with the dookie. He didn't know what to do with the dookie, chat. So he put it in his dad's brownies. He or she. Why was that the logical... You didn't know what to do with the dookie, so you put it in your dad brownies. You thought that was the logical thing to do? What the fuck? I hope your dad whooped your ass one day. And it wasn't even for that reason that you did with the dookie. Kiss my best friend behind the couch. Ooh, you kiss your best friend behind the couch. This is a 5-year-old wrote this. What the hell? That's what you've been hiding from your parents? Lock in if I tweak at. I once sprained my ankle and I didn't tell my mom because she would be mad at me for falling over because only stupid people fall. I had sex in school when I was 14. My teacher caught me, but he didn't tell my parents.
Hold on, bro.
Hold on. Y'all experiences are crazy. I be thinking crazy shit be happening to me, but oh, what the fuck? Teacher weird as hell. I got high. Look Look at this good kid. Oh my God! You wrote a whole fucking confession, no? Everybody pay attention, lock in.
There was this one time when I was at a church camp, keep in mind, okay. My friend S and I were hanging out in our room. It was 5 girls to a room and had big window like crazy big. Not trying to give it dramatic effect, but it was like storming the day before, like bad storm. Like you couldn't go outside for a sec without getting soaked. So we were in our room talking. So last night they saw something outside our window behind the fucking bushes. Next thing I know, as soon as we finished talking about it, I was already freaked the fuck out. My friend from another knocks on the door. We all scream OFC. After she left out room cause we had to ask us something, can't remember. Saw in my life I saw a baby face on my friend's bed and my camp counselor was trying to gaslight me that it wasn't real, counselor. We ask if they can pray over our room again and this bitch goes no you don't need it you'll be fine. She tells us to go to bed so we do cause like she threatened to not give us snacks and I'm big as fuck grin. Then later that night I have this one roommate, let's call her Sophia, who hates anyone touching her, like giving her a hug she will yell at you to get off.
Understandable.
Anyway, so this Sophia was on the bottom bunk and the person on the top bunk, let's call her Lucy. Lucy was sleeping on top of the bunk bed, gets out of her bed to use the bathroom. While she was walking out the room she sees someone with no face, pale yellow skin and a white looking ass dressing. I know, classic ghost bitch. Anyways, but Lucy see this bitch like having her arm around Sophia. Lucy thought nothing about this though and went to the bathroom room. When she came back nothing was there. The next morning Lucy tells us that she saw someone holding Sophia in her sleep, but the weird thing was Sophia didn't feel a single thing and she had no memory of anything touching her that night.
This is what you was keeping from
And
your
Metri,
parents?
I swear to God, if you say, oh hell no this isn't real and I asked for something you never told your parents. I never told my parents because my mother wouldn't have sent me back there cause me and my roomsters are pretty sure we had a demon in our room and we still had to stay in that room for 3 more days.
Why would you even want to go
After
back? And this nigga Cam Smith, this nigga said, this grown-ass man Cam Smith said, look what this grown-ass man Cam Smith said.
My ass still hurts from the time we had earlier.
Nigga, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. How old is you is?
How old is you, Cole? Grown man. Last summer, my brother almost killed me. We got high, then he asked if I wanted to go on a trip in his boat. I asked if he thought it was okay to drive, and he said yes, of course. In the middle of the ocean, we could still see the land, but we were very far out. He fell asleep standing behind the steering wheel. The boat crashed into a berg and almost sunk. I had to drive the boat back to land and barely saved us. I forgave him too quickly, mostly because he's my plug. Love you, Metri twin. I love you too, but I won't ever get on a boat. If you ever see Metri on camera on a boat, he's a clone. Y'all seen what happened to Titanic? That ain't tweaking y'all mind, and y'all be going out on like, what's that shit called? Y'all be going out on cruises? Hell no. Nigga, that was fake. The Titanic was fake. What the fuck they teaching you in school? That I watch a grown man yelling at kids for a living, then blame us cause he chose this. I smoked my grandma's grave because she burnt out my favorite candle. What the fuck? What? Bro, what? When me and my cousin were little, and I mean like 9, so don't judge. We weren't actually related technically. What the fuck does that even mean? Y'all weren't technically related, but that was your little cousin? Lock in for our tweak out. We had a crush on each other and looked into marriage laws regarding non-related cousins. Nice. That's some Alabama. You know, you can take a ride on my big green tractor. You can go. That's that type of shit. That's that type of vibe you're on. I'm judging you. I don't care if you were 9. Once in the 8th grade, me and my friend made a fanfic of these 3 boys in my class. They always touched up on each other. It was gay as hell. So we made a fanfic of the clapping cheeks. All on the school Chromebook. What? There was a thing called Go Guardian where the teacher could see what we were doing on our computers, and she saw mines where me and my friend were making the fanfic. Clapping cheeks? Y'all did this on a Chromebook? Y'all, sometimes I be thinking like, am I stupid? And then y'all say shit like this. She called me to her desk and asked me to show her the computer, so I showed her the story. Tell me why this bitch read all 5,000 words of my fucking story of these 3 boys having a threesome in my class. She said she was going to call my parents but never did. So they still don't know what the hell I did in middle school. So after school, I made a fan fiction of her and the staff member freaking in the principal office. Anyway, you funny as hell and always make me laugh. I appreciate you, twin. But what's with you niggas in these fanfic shit? Why is this the rave? Why is this the like? Why is this the thing to do? Gotcha. Roblox fanfics, like, what is you new generation of niggas? Where are they putting in y'all food? Getting y'all to act like this, say shit like this, do shit like this. Make AIs of me stripping and twerking. Making AIs of me pregnant What is this generation? I had my best friend. We were both girls sleeping in the basement for 2 years. And my mom never found out because we never go in the basement. It's so scary that even my dad won't go down there. But my best friend was homeless, so it was better for her to stay there on a mattress and stuff than to stay on the street. Mom would have been hella mad. W friend though. Solid to the bone, like y'all damn near sisters type vibe. I lost my virginity in the backseat of a car. Is that bad though? Mine was at a park. I ain't gonna lie. Crazy experience. I was 16. One time my dad got arrested for abuse and pedo shit. He got bailed out by the side hole. Then my mom lied. Whoa. Then my mom lied in court for his ass. Now he free. Freeloading in this house acting like he paid bills. Whoa. This is currently happening in your life? Oh, fuck. I sold our dog and told them it went missing. Hey, I got a good $150 out of it. What the fuck? You sold your dog for $150? What type of dog was it? It's selling the dog for $150. What did you do with the $150? I got by my boyfriend in my basement while the rest of the family was celebrating Christmas upstairs. A week later on New Year's Eve, I broke up with my boyfriend and his brother. A month later, I realized I'm a lesbian. W's? We're spamming W's for that? That I sit here and watch a grown man make out with his camera and laugh like a fucked up car. Hold that. Me and my best friend, both girls, had sex on a school trip when we were 12 in GTA. It's gotta be GTA. I'm hoping this is a GTA school trip. What the hell? I stole a joint from my dad when he was sleeping. I thought it was tobacco. That's the first time I got high. It was so funny trying to act normal the whole day. Smoked in the morning before school. Badass kid. I gave my cat a little too many treats after my mom told me not to. Get the fuck. Look at this good ass kid. I gave my fucking cat more treats than I was supposed to. Oopsies. That was ass. I kissed my best friend. We're both girls. I once put hand sanitizer in my mom's vodka. I used to steal my mom's edibles when I was 13. I remember once I was in an abandoned building in my city smoking with my friends. The ones who weren't smoking were out looking around breaking shit. What? One of them screamed and told everyone to get out. Turns out there was a bunch of homeless drug addicts living in some of the rooms we didn't check and started getting mad at one of our friends for breaking everything. Later, someone saw us leaving, called the cops, and the building has been boarded ever since. Y'all just be having fun outside breaking shit? Who do that? Go hoop, go ride go-karts, y'all outside breaking shit. What the hell? I had sex with my sister. Foster sister. That's still kind of weird though, no? Wouldn't that be weird though? Hold on, that just threw me off thinking about that. That's still weird, bro. Don't try to fucking justify that. It's my foster sister, though. Nah, nigga. You still weird. We're not blood related, but still a bad memory now that I think back to it. On the couch in the living room when I was 6 and my sister was 15. Whoa. My mom was in the kitchen right next to us and the door was open. I also kissed 2 of my brothers, 5 of my cousins, 1 of my uncles, and 4 of my sister's boyfriends. All of this before I was 13. I'm calling bullshit. Oh, why I ain't do it like this? Hey, I'm stupid though. Hey, I'm stupid. The more you know though. I carved a pentagram into my foot at 15. It's a pretty bad scar now. What was you going through, big bro? That you needed to do that? My mom is like super, oh my gosh. I thought this shit said my mom is super delicious. I was like, what? My mom is super duper religious. I'm a girl and I haven't told her I'm a lesbian. And I have a girlfriend of 4 months. Ooh wee. If that's your mom though, she gonna accept you. You know what I'm saying? She can't hate you for that. But if she end up doing that, that's tough. You know, that's tough. There's nothing you can do about that. I once had a pregnancy scare. I missed my period for a week. I was 13 and my boyfriend was 16. Whoa. He's weird. 16-year-old dating a 13-year-old? That's weird. I have candy in my nightstand and my mom doesn't know.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man.
Get the my teacher did some fucked up shit to my friend, so I put laxative in his cup and he almost shit his pants in class. You was just plotting on that though? You had to go get the laxatives. Wait till the next day to see your teacher drinking something and was like, oh, this is the perfect time. What type of movie shit is that? My mother and stepdad used to do naughty stuff in the living room, and me and my sisters would hold on, I don't like where this is going. And me and my sisters would have to walk past the living room to go to the bathroom so we would see it, and we didn't understand it. So we were curious, and honestly, we were experimenting with our stepsister at around 7 and 5. You could have kept that one. Ew. The whole family weird. Yes, I'm judging you. Yes, I'm listening and judging. The whole family weird. I was friends with this batshit crazy girl, like harming aminos, drugging people. People robbing people. But I had no idea going on into this friendship. Whoa, what the fuck? Her crazy ass. Once I was over at her house, she was telling me that she went to her house and grabbed a bunch of expensive shit to sell for drugs and liquor. Later into the night, we were drinking and each other. Whoa, what the fuck type of friends y'all got? Later that night, we were drinking and each other and her boyfriend. Either later into the night, we were drinking with each other. Oh, and her boyfriend are joking with me. Oh, okay. I'm just stupid. My bad, twin. Then she goes, God, if we ever stop being friends, I genuinely have to kill you in GTA. So y'all was drinking, you, her, and her boyfriend, right? And then she just said out of nowhere, if we stop being friends, I have to exile you from this earth, ma'am. I would have looked her straight in her eyes and said, "Ho, is you cool?" Her and her boyfriend started laughing so hard that it genuinely tweaked me out, but I didn't say shit. Come to find out, the night before they picked me up, they went to this kid's house, drugged him, and stabbed him in GTA, took his fucking cat to hurt it in GTA, left him alone while they fucking robbed him in GTA, and then left him alone after they did that shit. He survived, and then she tried to spread rumors saying that he took all of her antipsychotics while drinking and started doing that shit to himself. I still have the voice recording on my phone of all the lies she was trying to keep up with. Is it a way we can get those files? Can we hear those? I went to my friend's house and accidentally knocked over a pot filled with sand. Later, I heard that her cat knocked over the urn filled with her grandma. Chat, I let the cat take the fall. Snowy got put up for adoption. Y'all ever seen a cat with a fucking villain story? The cat doing prison push-ups right now with your image on the fucking wall. Looking up at the image doing push-ups every day. The cat coming back for vengeance. You're bogus. Me and my brother have a deal that whoever dies first is going to cremate the other person and smoke them like the movie How High or whatever it's called. I guess smoking on your own family. Smoking on your own family member? You know how crazy that sounds in the hood? Smoking on your own family member? Crazy. When I was in high school, my teacher started getting close to me. Wanted to know about my personal life and that kind of thing. When I finished high school, he started telling me he liked me and wanted to marry me. He even gave me a birthday present. He said he loved me like a father. He on some dentist shit. If you know, you know. Freaky ass school. The popular boys in my school burnt down a house. They called me and my 3 friends. We're 2 girls and 2 boys. The foursome squad. Ew. Lame as fuck. We did have a what? Hold on. This is where y'all got y'all name from? We did have a foursome, but none of us told anyone. They just assumed it because we were all close and they were right. No. Nobody just assumes somebody's having a foursome, ma'am or sir. Or whoever the fuck you are. Nobody just assumes that. That's not a thing somebody assumes. Yeah, I was doing freaky shit in public. When I was super young, my mom dropped me off at one of my relatives' house for the sleepover. I was super excited when I got there. But for some reason, they started undressing me. Wait, hold on. Hold on. They started undressing me in front of everyone and took off my pants. They started undressing me in front of everyone and took off my pants. That's what you meant? Now you got me on this fucking internet shit looking stupid. Everyone was staring at me. As soon as I got home, I was too scared to tell my mom. But why? At a relative's house? Why did they just start making you get naked? Y'all family members weird. My first time ever sneaking out, I was in 9th grade with my friend. She wanted to go meet her boyfriend, and another friend of mine was going to be there, so I was cool with it. We went to the store to pick up water for the bong. Damn, you hitting a bong in 9th grade? Shit! And we walked to a school because it was like 1 a.m. Once we get there, my friend's boyfriend offered to smoke us all up. That's what y'all calling it? Smoke us up? We say smoke out, but okay. But he said that he absolutely wasn't smoking it because he already smoked before coming. Okay, cool. I didn't think nothing of it. Then literally half a bowl later, I'm sat there, and every time I close my eyes, it feels like I'm going backwards so fast on a roller coaster. Hold on, you sure you was smoking weed? It sounded like you were smoking crack. My vision is going in and out sometimes, and I could barely walk after we smoke. Turns out me and my friend got laced. You were smoking crack. Turns out me and my friends got laced, who were literally lived a block away and had to walk home. Me and my friend left her boyfriend, and I was left to walk 2 miles all by myself. I was fucked up. That should have took 45 minutes. Took me almost 2 hours because I kept hearing shit and I kept blacking out. And that was my first and only time getting drugged. We chill now though, twin. What the fuck? Be safe. Like, you gotta know. You gotta cause like, I know when something ain't right. I don't condone smoking. Even though I get high as hell. I get high as a kite. But I don't condone it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to promote shit like that. But like, be safe if you do it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about safety, gang. Hold on. And then we just come to this. I let my plug hit when I don't have the money. Hold on, shawty. You gotta get high that bad? You letting the plug crank just for a 3.5 is crazy. Hold on. I was 13. I stayed out till 3 a.m. with my girl best friend, and we ended up fucking in her mom's room. Okay, cool. Why y'all so freaky at this age? You know what I was doing at 13? Playing Mario Kart on the 3DS gang. And y'all over here fucking in y'all mom's room? Okay. I used to watch Corn on the iPads in the public library would let us use when I was 7 because I accidentally stumbled upon it searching up I Kissed a Girl. In public though? When you were 7, you weren't thinking about, I'm in public. I shouldn't be looking at this. Okay. This is a real story. So back in early high school, everyone started vaping and my friends were ridiculing me for not. You got peer pressured into vaping? You're a weak mind. I literally hated it and decided on an action plan. My parents were divorced. And my dad never really saw me, so I had an idea. I called him and fake cried, saying I accidentally got addicted to nicotine, and I felt like I was dying without it. This man picked up and bought me a vape. 10 years later, I'm still addicted. Don't vape, kids. It starts with the parents. This is why y'all act like this. I'm starting to understand now. It starts with the parents. Okay, cool. Before my 12th birthday, I got head from my cousin in my mom's bed. Ew. I came out of the closet to my mom twice. What the fuck? She didn't believe you the first time? When I was 10, I said I was bi, and she said, no, you're not. It's a phase everyone has.
We? We.
Who is everyone? Why is she trying to speak for everyone? Tell your mom don't do that no more. And then when I was 16, I turned on I'm a lesbian, and she said, I know. It starts with the parents. I used to be one of those people on TikTok finding out hella shit about someone, like if someone was being hella rude, and I would go check their profile and find their family, distant relatives, school, job, or anything, and I would clock their tea. Vicky, you're weird. You're a weirdo, Vicky. I fucking guess. Like, who's going to that extent to do some shit like that? When I was in my preteen years, I was friends with my neighbor's daughter, and we were playing outside together right next to the door on the steps, and she suggested we flash each other as a joke. And my mom was supposed to be watching us through the door, and we lifted our skirts quickly and laughed about it. My mom didn't see, and she doesn't understand English that well, so we got away with it. Now we aren't friends, but we both still live next to each other, and every time we see each other, we just avoid eye contact. Okay. Couple more, bro. Look at this freaky ass nigga on the big screen on the 100-inch TV though, gang. I once put freaky videos on the big TV in the living room and jerked it to full nakedness on the couch. On the big screen though, gang. You couldn't at least use your phone. One more. This is the perfect one to fucking end off on. YouTube, come and catch us live. You can be in one of these videos too, twin. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this too often. So catch us when we do it often, you know? I ain't got too much else to say. 7K is on the way. Make sure you leave a like, comment more videos you want to see. And whoever commented this can eat a fucking dick.